At this time, I'd like to call to the stage the reason that all of this exists. And without further ado, certainly in honor of our sister, I'd like to ask our brother and Minister Loui Farrakhan to please come and be the last voice that we get to hear from this mic. Please give our brother a warm round of applause, the Honorable Minister Loui Farrakhan from the Nation of Islam. Whichever one you want, brother minister.
Thank you so much, brother. Love you, sir. I thank Allah for you. Thank you for your love. Yes, sir.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we give Him praise and thanks for His mercy and His goodness to the members of the human family, that whenever any one of us strays from His straight path and loses His divine favor, before He punishes, He always raises from that people a prophet or a messenger to whom He gives what is called divine revelation. As a Muslim, we thank Allah for all of His prophets, and we make no distinction between them. We thank Him for Moses and the Torah and the Israelite prophets that gave us what is called the Old Testament. We thank Him for Jesus and the Injil or Gospel and the apostles who gave us what is called the New Testament. And we thank Him for Muhammad ibn Abdullah, through whom He gave the world the Holy Quran, and a perfect example of how the Quran should be carried into practice. As a student of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I could never thank Allah enough for intervening in our affairs in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who came among us and placed on the shoulders of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad the mighty mission that is referred to in the Bible and Quran as the resurrection of the dead. I thank Allah for this great man, Elijah Muhammad, and I thank him for Sister Frederica Bay and all of the giants that sit in front of me and the giants that we stand on their shoulders for their contribution to our rise. I greet all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, with the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. My dear Sister Frederica, I am so honored to be here tonight to share with all of these who love you, who have been nurtured by you, who have been inspired by your sacrifice and your love. I could not stay away from a night like this. So when I saw you in Memphis close to 2 weeks ago, I said, Sister, I'm coming. I have to be there to honor you. I thank Allah for the giants that are in this room. The ministers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad who assist me and help me. The brothers and sisters who travel wherever I am. I deeply appreciate you. And I could never thank Allah enough for you and the sacrifices that you make to help me to be who I am. For without your support, I could not be charitable to many men and organizations and people who suffer and are afflicted and need help. It is your help of me that allows me to help others, and I am eternally grateful to you. To be in the room with Dr. Ron Daniels and Dr. Leonard Jeffries, and the political giants of New Jersey that came to honor you tonight. I thank Allah for Brother Kareem. Stand, brother, please. And I want Brother Kareem and you to know that this man will always be in my heart until Allah says to me, hopefully, well done. Brother Kareem, I want you to know that this man, in fact, the Nation of Islam's rise started in New Jersey. It started at a place called Le Fair. It's in, is it in New Brunswick? Plainfield, Springfield. And I was invited there by some of the followers of my brother Imam W.D. Muhammad. And that night, out of the audience came Brother Kareem. And I gave him my telephone number. And he called and we got started. And he invited me to Plainfield, New Jersey, to the high school. And when I drove up, I saw young men that looked like the followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, dressed in suits and ties. And Kareem said, "These are your soldiers, Brother Minister." And from the tiny little town of Plainfield, New Jersey, from his home, with his family, we began. And so all of you that are here today as members of the nation, you're here because of men like him and families like his. He became my minister in New York City. And as great as our ministers are, Brother Kareem really fired New York up. And he said to me, "Minister, it's time for you to come home." And so placards were all over the city, "Welcome home, brother." May 18th, 1980, City College. And here we are. We thank Allah for all. And when I say all, I'm not talking about just those of you who believe in the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but I'm talking about all who struggle to lift our people from where they were to where they are.